Hi, and welcome back to Bounce Forward with me, Tiff Hall. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which I'm recording this podcast, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to elders past and present. Okay, this ep might be a bit controversial. It's asking you to do something that you may have done every day since you're a young adult. It's a big ask. This popular weight loss item I want you to ditch has been a part of some people's daily routines for decades. Today, I'm going to talk you through 7 mega reasons why you need to ditch the scales for healthy weight loss. Scales can be your worst enemy for healthy, happy weight loss. When I ditched the scales, it was the most liberating and fantastic feeling ever. You don't need the scales to track your progress or your self-worth. That's because healthy weight loss shouldn't be a strict diet or a boot camp or a lifestyle overhaul. It's about changing your thinking, becoming a role model, discovering new food, and training the mind as well as the body. So, here are 7 reasons to say sayonara to the scales and hello to happiness. Number 1, you can focus on the fit, not the fat. Weight is arbitrary because as you train, you'll gain lean muscle and your body composition will change. You may not lose weight on the scales, but your old clothes will slowly become baggy. If you focus on the fitness goals instead, you'll feel happier, stronger, empowered, and will reap the benefits, which are glowing skin, more energy, confidence, and body sculpting. Recompositioning is all about changing the body composition to have less fat and more lean muscle. The scales don't measure this transformation. I've been the same weight as a gladiator and as a 15-month postpartum mum. Same weight, but a very different body composition, I assure you. It's fascinating. Often traditional weight loss programs focus on cutting body fat and hitting lower numbers on the scale rather than gaining that lean muscle that can help protect you against osteoporosis, gain strength and increase your metabolism, even boost the number of calories you burn throughout the day. The problem with using a scale as the only method to track your progress is that most scales don't differentiate between fat loss and muscle loss, which is an important factor in measuring your health. Having too much body fat has been linked to a slew of health issues and may increase your risk of chronic conditions such as diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. In contrast, having a healthy ratio of muscle mass to body fat can improve your health while decreasing your risk of the above diseases. Now, this is super important to take note of. A scale tells you your body's weight, regardless of your composition. It doesn't tell you how much body fat you have or where your body fat is stored. It's entirely possible that someone who is heavier than you can have a lower body fat percentage if they are holding more muscle and training more frequently. Some studies suggest that a lower weight coupled with a sedentary lifestyle can result in people who have a healthy BMI still holding higher levels of fat, especially visceral fat. Number 2, you can use better measurements for progress. It's time to stop living for a number or a weight you think you will look good at. And the best way to do this is to throw away the scales. If you want to accurately measure your success, measure your body instead, such as your waist, your hips, thighs, chest with a good old measuring tape. Or simply use a pair of old jeans as your metric. The baggier they get, the more progress you've made. Number 3, you can reset without stress. Always be kind to yourself. You're going to have days where you go off plan, and that's okay. If you go overboard, drink a few too many vinos, or find yourself being negative, use my 3-hour reset rule. It's the best. This is when you reset your thinking and restart your health and fitness journey every 3 hours, no matter what has happened. Remember, you don't need the scales to do this. Next up on the list of why you should ditch the scales. Number 4, you'll set better goals such as non-scale victories, NSVs. It's all about achieving the little things that all of a sudden add up to a big weight loss and fitness goals. One day you may only be able to do 10 squats, but in another 4 weeks you'll do 20 and 20 burpees. Your weight isn't a reflection of your fitness or of your health. Whilst a high body mass index can help predict underlying health issues in certain situations, it certainly isn't an accurate reflection of an individual's overall health. BMI calculations, just like scales, don't calculate muscle mass and body fat percentage. They also don't show the health of your body, your organs, or your fitness levels. So focus on PBs. Sign up for a fun run or a fitness event. Join a new fitness class or a gym challenge. Focus on your mobility or flexibility, or simply track your recovery after bursts of exercise to see how fast you can recover, which is a great indication of your fitness level. Non-scale victories can be fitness-based, such as running a 5K or touching your toes, or they can be fitting into your favourite old pair of jeans, or having the confidence to go for that job promotion, or even something as simple as losing enough weight to go down the slide with your kid at the park. These are all excellent measures of your weight loss success without going near a pair of scales. Number 5, you'll feel less guilty about enjoying food. Learn to indulge in moderation. I don't want you to miss out on a slice of delicious wedding cake or a glass of celebratory bubbles. Instead, enjoy it with mindfulness and no guilt. Simply commit to eating well 80% of the time and allow yourself to have treats 20% of the time. I always say a treat will never make a difference, but a binge will. Number 6, you won't get put off by unreliable numbers. Bathroom scales don't weigh your hormones or your stress levels. Remember, fluid retention and your period can drastically change the number you'll see. So throw them out, as I don't want a number making you feel sad or disappointed. The amount of water that you drink and food that you've recently eaten can massively impact your weight. Water retention and recent food intake can make your weight fluctuate as much as 3 kilograms. If you've had a particularly large meal that's high in carbs and followed this with plenty of water, you could see weight gain. This isn't an accurate reflection that your body mass has increased. However, it just suggests your body is retaining water. Lastly, number 7, and the reason you should ditch the scales, the biggest reason, a happier you is a healthier you. A happy mind equals a happy body. It's amazing the relationship between our physical health and our brains and what we can achieve. I'm a big fan of meditation, sleep visualizations, and breath work. If you're not already doing some of these, invest in some time where you can give your mind some love. Throughout the day, I love doing box breathing. We can finish the pod now by doing it together. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Doesn't that feel amazing? Trust me, when you feel great on the inside, your bathroom scales stand zero chance on bringing you down. Throw them away or ask your partner to hide them from you today. It will be one of the best decisions you will ever make. Thanks so much for listening to Bounce Forward. I love having your company, so please DM me on Instagram at tiffhall_xo and let me know what topics you'd love me to cover. Don't forget to rate and review me on your podcast app. Speak soon. Happy days.